Not all County College of Morris students look like me.
Some look like me.
Or me.
Or me.
Or me.
We all come to CCM at different stages of life.
And for different reasons.
I plan to transfer to a university.
I'm training for a new career as a nurse.
But we all know one thing.
CCM is where we want to be.
So check out the website.
Check out the website.
Check out the website.
And let CCM connect learning and your life.
Welcome back to Campus Connect. Once again, I'm your host, Ed Yaw, and I'm joined by Morris Museum Executive Director Linda Moore and CCM's Dean of Liberal Arts, Keith Smith. So that was a wonderful conversation about dinosaurs, but I know you've got another exhibit that you're very excited about that's going to be coming on board very quickly, and that is rock and roll. So tell us about the rock and roll exhibit.
Well, this is a groundbreaking exhibition. It's an exhibit that the Morris Museum is originating, and it's celebrating New Jersey's pivotal role in the development of the rock and roll genre. When you think about rock and roll, there is not one aspect that New Jersey has not been in the forefront with. From the early stages in the 40s and 50s, right up through the golden era of rock and roll in the 70s, and then how rock and roll splintered into various other music forms. So we are quite excited about this.
When does this exhibit open?
It opens with a launch party on May 13th. It will run through the summer, through September 5th, and there's a whole series of performances and lectures and interviews with DJs, so it'll be a summer of rock and roll at the Morris Museum for sure.
Can you give us some examples of some of the things that folks might see when they come to see this exhibit, some of the materials you have collected?
There are close to 400 objects that will be on display. Beginning with the early years of the 40s and 50s, tracing Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. We have memorabilia from fans, ticket stubs, costumes that performers used in actual performances, posters, T-shirts, instruments, Les Paul and the technology that he developed with the guitar will be certainly a focal point of the exhibit as well.
And where have you gotten these materials?
We've gotten them from performers, we've obtained them from fans, from DJs, from some of the performance venues, the Stone Pony, on Upstage, and New Jersey. You know, the venues alone are a fascinating story, from Palisades Park to the Capitol Theater in Passaic to Symphony Hall in Newark to Atlantic City. I mean, just throughout the state, there's just really very fertile ground.
And I suspect you're going to have some of these groups that have been famous in rock and roll. Will they be able to come and perform, or what? You'll have some performances, I suppose. And what are the nature of the performances going to be?
We'll have several performances. At the launch party, we'll have a Bruce Springsteen tribute band. We'll have La Bamba will be performing in the beginning of June. We'll have a series of lectures. And just lots of activities, a family festival that'll be at the museum as well.
I guess I can't help but think about, again, collaborative opportunities here. We have a wonderful music program at the college and teach a course actually in the history of rock and roll, and I'm sure that our students and our faculty who teach that course, thinking about Professor Bellotti in particular, who has a tribute band himself for Journey, which I guess is an offshoot of rock and roll, will be very interested in this as well. And if you have comments on that, Dean Smith.
Professor Bellotti teaches a very popular history of rock and roll class, and he plays at B.B. King in New York City on the weekend, and his tribute band is for the Doors, and it's called the Soft Parade, and they have sellout audience and travel across the country in the summer and also into Europe.
So, and again, I know that the president of Drew University, Bob Weisbach, is also a great aficionado of rock and roll and writing a book at the moment. I think you've said that he may be doing a lecture or two for you as well as part of this exhibit.
Absolutely. And again, it's pulling from New Jersey's strengths in this area and a very long history of accomplishment. You know, rock and roll from the Jersey Shore sound to how it splintered into pop and disco, hip hop. It's just incredible.
It's very exciting, and I guess what excites me too is the opportunities for collaboration between universities and the colleges and the museum, and really bring focus to the wonderful programming that you're going to have there at the museum.
Well, we are so very grateful for the opportunity to be part of this program with you, Dr. Yaw, but also the wonderful synergy and collaboration that we have had with the college, and that I think will be expanding as we go forward with a number of these really exciting new initiatives.
Absolutely. I think, as I said at the beginning, I think we're just beginning to scratch the surface, and I think the thing that's exciting for us is the opportunities that it brings to our students. The opportunities to go beyond the classroom experience, to have hands-on experience, whether it be even with the dinosaur exhibit or within the arts, and to have some practicality to their opportunities. I know we talked before about you're going to have a ceramic exhibit, and maybe having one of our potters come and do a demonstration as part of your program there as well. So, again, I think we're just beginning to scratch the surface. That wraps up this edition of Campus Connect. I'd like to thank Linda Moore for dropping by and talking to us about Morris Museum. Thank you, Linda, and thanks to Keith Smith for all that you do here at CCM. For more information about the Morris Museum, please visit their website at morrismuseum.org. For more information about the County College of Morris, we welcome you to visit us at ccm.edu. I'd like to know your thoughts about today's program and ask you to share your comments and thoughts with me. You can write to me, Ed Yaw, at County College of Morris, 214 Center Grove Road, Randolph, New Jersey, 07869, or email me at eyaw@ccm.edu. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Ed Yaw. We'll see you next time on Campus Connect on Morris Educational Television.